My Animal Project by Emily Macias. And that's me.
Hi, I'm Emily, and today I'm going to be talking to you about 9-banded armadillos. These 9-banded armadillos are so incredible, so make sure you pay close attention. Right now, I'm going to teach you how to say the scientific name for armadillo. Now, it seems very hard, I know, but it's simple. It is Dasypus novem cinctus. In all, Dasypus novem cinctus. Did you know that armadillo also means little armored one? Really cool, huh? To back it up, it has a shell that goes from its back down to its tail and covers a little bit above the nose. So now I'm going to show you the bits and pieces of an armadillo. It has its shell that I've recently said goes down to its tail, its nose, and its feet. It has very, very sharp claws and thick. So an armadillo can weigh or grow to be 14 pounds as an adult. And as a baby, they can be as little as 5 pounds. They gain their pounds from their shell or their armor because it's very heavy. Now, I'm going to show you how armadillos hunt. Now, here's the armadillo sniffing out the bacon. The armadillo doesn't actually eat bacon, which I'll talk about what they eat a little bit later. But armadillos have a great sense of smell. Now, the armadillo is using their very thick claws to dig. They're very good at digging. Congratulations to that armadillo. Hey, I want some bacon. So armadillos don't actually like bacon. So armadillos actually eat June bugs, yellow jackets, earthworms, white grubs, red fire ants, snails, and termites. Did you know that armadillos can grow to be from an age of 1 to 40 years old? So now, where do armadillos live? So armadillos live in North America. Hey, this is Armadillo Town. So, we talked about where they live, how they hunt, and what they eat, and what they look like. Now, we're going to talk about young life or babies. Armadillos can have 1 to 4 babies or pups. Phew, I made it. Armadillos have a 90% chance of life after they're born. Pretty good, huh? By armadillos roll to get away from danger. Thanks for watching. Stop! I'm not done yet. Bibliography: YouTube, Armadillo Facts, Wikipedia, Armadillo, Safari, Armadillo Facts, and my own. Sweet links. Copy these links and put them into Safari to watch the armadillos play. Thank you!
safety first. Give me that.
Be careful, it's a crazy world out there.
What? What are you doing?
What's going on here? Nobody's being safe. Why are you guys on the floor? I don't have enough beds for all you guys. What happened?
Act like
Now this is how you really do it. Now this is the right way. Make sure you wear your safety gloves when you're gardening. Safety is no accident. Now don't make me come out of the screen. Let that STEAM Academy pride be your guide!
There are 3 teams, 3 tasks. Who will win? They're on a mission. 3 teams will race to the finish. Who will most successfully spread kindness across Garden Road? The race begins now.
I wonder if Team Geek will rise to the challenge.
I'm not that great at talking to people, but I know I can be kind.
Oh, I hope we win.
There it is! Play with someone who is sitting on the buddy bench. Let's go!
Wait, oh wait.
Hey, do you want to play something? Sure, why not? Let's go!
Let's go!
What an amazing act of kindness. Team Geek truly made a difference.
Will Team Darkside be able to pull this one off?
Anyone can be kind. Anyone.
Team Darkside will destroy the competition.
Read with a kindergartner.
Read with the kindergartner.
Let's do it.
Are you guys kindergarteners?
Yes.
Can we read to you?
Yes.
Let's read about who was Scott the fang-toothed fish.
And then we'll read The Rat in the Hat.
I think that lives were touched in that kind act of reading.
Let's check in with Team Pink.
I'm so nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I wonder what the prize is. Is it going to be pink?
gonna do. Go Team Pink.
Where is it?
Oh. Help someone in need. Over there.
Math is so hard. I need some help.
Did you say help?
Yeah.
We can help you.
Here they come. Team Dark Side, Team Geek, Team Pink. Who will win?
You're almost there. Keep going.
Who won?
Who won? Everyone won. Your prize is the satisfaction of helping others.
Yay!
Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible.
Hey, Annabelle, want to hear a joke? Sure. What's it called when worms take over the earth? What? Global warming. Don't even get me started on that global warming stuff. It's fake news. Actually, it's not. It's very serious and affects the entire planet. Yeah, sure. Believe what you want.
Are you guys hungry?
Yes.
Drive through or walk up?
Drive through. Walk up. My legs are too tired. Do you know how much pollution you're causing from sitting in a drive-thru letting the gas release from your car? Yeah, so what exactly does that have to do with me? Well, you're making our planet warm because of greenhouse gases. Creating excess carbon dioxide is harmful to our atmosphere. It absorbs as much heat as the entire atmosphere can hold. It comes right, when it can't hold anymore, it comes right back down to the earth, making it hot. Once again, fake news. How can gas from one car be bad for the entire atmosphere? Not one car, but millions of others doing the same thing. Whatever.
Oh, hey, look, it's green. Oh, good thing I brought my umbrella. Better to be safe than sorry.
Wait a second. You said the weather's getting hotter. How come it's raining?
The weather is not getting hotter. The climate is.
Weather, climate. What's the difference?
Well, weather is the temperature of every day. It changes a lot. Climate is the overall temperature over long periods of time.
Oh, yeah. I still don't get it at all.
Over the last decades, the temperature has risen a lot. Also, the levels of carbon dioxide.
Well, what can I do to help?
Okay. Well, you could ride a bike or walk instead of using cars and eat local foods and throw away your trash.
I don't know. It still sounds like a lot of work. I'm too lazy.
When will you learn?
Come on. What's the point of even doing this? You're such a green thumb goody two-shoes.
Planting is good for the environment.
Really? I always thought they were for decor. By the way, I got you a plant.
What's the point of this?
Well, since you're such a green thumb, I got you a plant.
This is fake plastic, unneeded, pointless, tiny, and terrible for the environment.
But it's good for decoration, right?
Well, real plants soak up the carbon dioxide, and also they give us oxygen.
So we basically need plants to breathe?
Yes, exactly. Now are you getting it? Are you seeing my side of things?
Yeah, that makes so much sense. So what you're saying is trees absorb carbon dioxide and potentially harmful gases, such as sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide from the air, and release oxygen. The more trees and plants we grow, the more oxygen there will be for people and animals. Plants are crucial to our ecosystem, but it's a lot of work. Plastic plants are easy. Plastic.
Grandma, it's so hot and humid. Oh, honey, you can blame Annabelle, huh? She's one of many people who didn't bother to help the environment.
What? I didn't know you were telling the truth.
I thought you were pulling my leg. Well, what are we supposed to do now?
I think I have a solution.
What is it?
Drive through or walk up?
Walk up.
Do you remember math this way? Did you ever feel like you were trying to fit into math rather than math fitting into you? You may have known how to memorize equations, but did you understand why you were doing it? Perhaps you even felt like that square peg. Well, math at USD is making a shift.
What's new?
CGI is cognitively guided instruction. Our school district, Encinitas, uses it in math. What that means is students create their own meaning. They use their own cognition to create understanding of math concepts.
And this year you have to do it by yourself, and then after it, your teacher calls on students to give her the strategies they used.
Well, this would be 2.02 if we took away 0.3. So we do
Right.
have that 0. So it is
Right, so it
the
would be
threes.
there.
It's harder, so you have to work harder, and it makes you think. What's changed?
It's changed math instruction because as a teacher, we're not opening minds and dumping our knowledge in. We are stepping back, being a guide to math instruction, and allowing students to make their own understanding of math and using different strategies. And some of those strategies can be really different than how I myself learned or how parents may have learned, but it's so fascinating watching students make strong math understanding by allowing them to take the lead.
It gives my brain kind of a workout to help me find out new ways to solve the problem.
If you get the wrong answer, you can learn from your mistakes. What's different?
A few of the shifts in student learning through CGI or cognitively guided instruction, the students are really the meaning makers. We pass them a problem and we allow them to come up with strategies that make sense to them. And the magic is in the teacher questioning to guide them to their own understanding. Another strong shift in CGI is listening to students critique and reason amongst themselves to again learn from each other rather than turning to the teacher to tell them how to do something. And that's where the true understanding comes from.
So basically what you're saying is you took all of these, you added up all the ones, which equaled 0.
Yeah.
And I did my kind of interesting thing.
Bill, I've seen students much more motivated towards math, especially maybe perhaps underrepresented groups or students that have really struggled in the past. Our English language learners, students with exceptional needs have really leaned in during CGI instruction because it has a real life context. They feel like that this math that they're learning has a real place in their lives. Students have ownership within their math learning.
Well, that's going to help me in the future figuring out if I'm trying to build, let's say, a backyard fence. If it needs to be 20 feet long.
But now that you're thinking about the question, is 2080 a reasonable answer for this? You said something interesting to me. You said something about there aren't enough, or you would have more.
You would have more cages than you would have beetles.
If our answer was...
If our answer was 2080.
Can you tell me more about that?
They make the meaning, and through that, they're much more motivated and proud of themselves because they did the math. It isn't just sitting there listening to a teacher tell them what to do.
I added 50 and 30 together, and that makes 80, and 50 and 50 together, and that's 100, and 100 plus 80 is 180.
Oh, so you were saying that you needed 2,080 pages.
Even though we really don't. We don't.
And why don't you again?
Because we're going to have 6 beetles in each cage, and there's not enough beetles for each cage.
Isn't that funny thinking? When we start to reason out our, can we really have 2,080 pages?
No.
It's good. So I love that you're ready to go back to the drawing board. Good job.
And so that, as an instructor, has also been really motivating. So overall, math has just become this wonderful exploration and moment to work with students rather than leading them.
I do like that it's challenging because you have to work hard, and once you get it, you feel really good. To learn more about CGI, go to usd.net/curriculum instruction and click the plus next to math. Looking for a place to visit? California is a place to be, right here, right now. California has all 4 regions. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 regions. We have the coast, we have the mountains, we have the desert, and we have the valleys. Where else can you go surfing in the morning and snow skiing in the afternoon? Hey everybody, if you're in California, you're in the right place. We have so many fun places like Disneyland, the Golden Gate Bridge, Universal Studio, Alcatraz Island, and much, much more. If I listed them all, I'd be talking for hours. Well, that's that. Bye! If you're athletic and plan on coming to California, you're in luck. We have so many fun sports like baseball, football, and lots more. Some popular baseball teams you might have heard of before are the San Francisco Giants, the San Diego Padres, the LA Dodgers, and the Anaheim Angels. Also, some famous football teams are the LA Chargers, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Los Angeles Rams. Now, if you come to California, you're all set for sports. Buckle your seatbelts. We're going to California.
What's that bright light streaming in our classroom?
What? Where? Oh, I don't know. Hey, Anushka.
What?
What's that light thingy?
Oh, that? The teacher said that is a part of our district comprehensive energy of conservation plan. What?
Solar tube. Hayden, she said conservation plan.
Oh, what's an energy of conservation plan?
In the streaming lights of situation,
that is a tubular daylighting device, said they are now all in our classrooms.
Seriously?
Yep. Daylighting best practices call for harnessing the sun's natural light rather than using electricity.
Oh, I heard of this. She said research shows that the natural daylight is way better for us and has positive effects on our health and how we do in school.
Hey, guys. Look at this on our teacher's desk.
What? Where? Don't get in trouble.
This says that benefits of daylighting include students' test scores.
Tests? Yuck.
Shh. Improve mood and increase mental alertness.
Let me read. It says it prevents eye stream with natural lighting, increases concentration, and focuses on the tasks at hand.
Wait, this is my favorite part. Addie! It says daylighting also saves the school district money by reducing the energy demand of traditional lighting. Yep, it reduces the energy costs by 15 to 40%. Hey, guys, what? Let me see if we can research more information online about solar tubes and daylighting. Yay, let's go!
We are so proud of the students and the research they did on this daylighting project.
How to make a business, how to work cash registers, how to give back the money.
They set everything up and did everything by themselves, and they really had to communicate and collaborate with their teammates.
Making the plans and what we're doing.
I think that they learned a lot about how to make products together and then how to market them.
Had to decide who was going to go on a break, which time, and how much money they were going to be able to spend, what they had to charge for it. So they learned a lot. They learned about how to start a small business.
There was slime, there was face paint, there was these kebabs with all the fruit on them, and a petting zoo.
So blown away by how the kids just ran the show and were able to do everything.
Dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.
So I think that they learned independence from it.
Someday wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me.
We had the money go to hurricane relief for the Red Cross. But this year we decided that we wanted the money to go right back into our school, so the money is going to the Ocean Knoll Children's Farm so that we can have activities for kids to play out there, and then we can also start some sustainable gardening.
I loved making the smoothies, I liked designing the signs, and I liked taste testing them.
And the dreams that you dare to, oh why can't I?
This is James. He's a beekeeper, and he came to talk to our class about the decline of bees and how we can help.
What's the reason for colony collapse?
There is, if you ask 10 people what the reason is, you're going to get 11 different answers. There is a lot of debate over it. I'm 100% convinced it's the chemicals. The main one is the neonicotinoid pesticides. There are multiple, and why, you know what, if all these 10 people are right. There's multiple reasons. I still think the number one reason are the poisons.
The reason that we are so concerned about the decline of bees is that bees pollinate fruits, flowers, and vegetables, and without those key ingredients, we can't make food. So if they go, so do we.
I get stung so often I can't even feel if it's stung. Okay, that one did. They live for a few hours, and it doesn't hurt them. And see, right now he's got a stinger. I put another stinger there. And why do bees die when they sting? I asked that for years, and then I got attacked and I was running. What happens, and now it will leave its stinger inside you, and it pumps venom. So I could be a mile away, and I think I'm still being attacked. And yes, for that bee to do that, it does eventually die. Now you can hold them.
The reason why bees usually die when they sting is that their intestines get pulled out with their stinger. How much has the bee population decreased?
So I think in the 1940s, around World War II, we had about 6 million hives in the U.S. and that number has decreased by more than half since then. So now we only have about 2.3 million hives in the U.S. So it's on a downhill climb.
What can humans do to help?
So on kind of a bigger scale, I think that changing our farming practices and trying to plant like less monocultures and a more diverse array of crops in like an area would be helpful. So like instead of having these massive potato farms in Idaho or giant almond farms in California, we need to plant a couple acres of this crop and then a couple acres of another crop so that the bees have lots of food all the time.
Then we got to put on bee suits and see the beehive.
Yeah. Unless you just
Here we are in our bee suits checking out the brood box.
So you wouldn't want to eat that. You could, if you were like in like more primitive, or you know, in other cultures where they have like less complex hive systems, where they there's different kinds of hives. These are like the ones we use in the Western world.
If you are interested in helping bees, you can plant these plants in your backyard because they're bee friendly. Lavender, mint, sunflower, and sage.
Cleaning with care. This is Mr. Fernando. He is the custodian of Lincoln Elementary. We know he works hard, but what makes him the most loved guy on campus?
Hi, my name is Mr. Fernando. I'm the custodian of Lincoln Elementary School. I've been here for almost 10 years.
He's worked here for so long, but how does he feel about Lincoln?
Well, Lincoln is a really nice place to work, and it's good. It's almost like home.
Mr. Fernando has a strong connection with kids. How did he get close with them?
Well, in the beginning, it wasn't that simple because I haven't worked with kids for a long time. It's over the time, talking to them, start knowing them. That's how I started getting close to them.
What got him interested in working at Lincoln?
Well, I was working the night crew for almost a year, but we got laid off because of the issues with the budget. And then there was an opening here at Lincoln and one on grounds department. So I applied for both to go, and I was lucky I got accepted for both jobs. So I had to decide between working here at Lincoln or working in grounds. I chose Lincoln because it was better for me, for my my schedule, and I thought it was better in my heart, and I did the right choice.
What does he do besides cleaning?
Well, I do a lot of deliver supplies, get ready for lunch, do small repairs. So a lot of the work orders that the teachers require. So we do it when you guys are still in classes, the stuff I can do outside.
He's always so happy, but how does he feel about cleaning up after others?
Well, I like to have a clean campus, so it's not a big deal. It's not so hard to do it. It's simple. I like it. I like to clean, so because I like to have a nice, clean area where I work.
What job did he have before coming to Lincoln?
I used to work in the night crew, and I work in a restaurant business too.
Have you ever planned on leaving? Why or why not?
Eventually, I think I will leave. I will probably still working for the school district. I will try maybe something different, maybe in maintenance, a little bit more, different. That's all. I don't know when. I don't have no idea. I really like what I do. I love working with kids, so it's probably going to be in a really long future.
Why do you like helping Mr. Fernando?
I think he does a lot around the school, so I like to help him. He's also really nice. One time my parents couldn't come for family days at lunch, and Mr. Fernando sat with me to have lunch.
Mr. Fernando does lots around our school, but it's not always clean.
He delivers supplies, puts out recess equipment, and even beautifies our school. But the most important thing he does is care. He cares about us.
And that's why we love him.
Eat salad. Well, good news is you can have as much of it as you want. 5 to 7 servings a day is what's recommended. Next we have our grains.
Oh, hey Bobby, how are you?
Fine, but my parents are telling me I have to stop eating all food.
What?
Well, it's true.
No, Gavin, I'm sure that your parents really never said that. You're probably just misunderstanding your parents. They probably want you to stop eating the wrong kinds of food.
What do you mean?
Oh, duh. Not all foods are the same.
Next you're gonna tell me that not all technology and screen time is the same.
Actually, we can certainly agree that binge watching or consuming Netflix all day is not great, especially in large doses. Kind of like consuming Snicker bars are not good for you in large doses.
Huh, go on. On the other side of the pyramid is, say, spinach. We can eat as much of spinach as we would like.
Okay, but only if you can stomach it.
We can use our iPad for research and even have digital textbooks. That is like the protein that fuels our muscles.
So not all screen time is created equal. So what about video games?
This one will surprise you. iPads such as Explain Everything, GarageBand, and when used for project-based learning, it can be a building block to demonstrate application of student learning.
Are you joking? I know I would be so much more interested in math and social studies if I got to do projects like that.
That's right, Gavin. Teachers use apps to increase students' engagement all the time.
That is just like using your screen time to communicate. Skyping, FaceTime, and other communication apps are a great way to get time with people who are far away.
Hey, Grandma, did you hear about my field trip?
Yes, and as you know, in class, Mrs. Ferguson will post a discussion question for us in Power School. Even though it isn't face-to-face interaction, we are communicating and sharing our thoughts.
I know that Fortnite is a sometimes food.
Let's face it, food is not going away, and neither is technology.
Phew! I like your point. So you're saying we need a balanced diet and a balance in our screen time?
Yes, media should work for you and within your family values and parenting style. When used thoughtfully and appropriately, media can enhance daily life.
Kale? Why did it have to be kale?
And no, not all screen time is the same.
Just like we work every day to balance our diet,
we are also working to balance our digital diet.
I love films, I always have. Movies provide a world into adventure and learning that we otherwise would not know existed. The act of sharing something I am passionate about enhances my excitement for it and motivates me to share my knowledge and excitement with others. It is very important that students are given the opportunity to explore
what they are passionate about. So given the opportunity to create my first film, naturally, I chose my favorite producer-director, Steven Spielberg. Let's look at how he became such a professional and innovative director and producer. Steven Spielberg, one of the best filmmakers of all time. He is such an inspiration to me because he has directed so many of my favorite movies, like E.T. and Jurassic Park. I hope that one day I can be a director just like him. Steven Allen Spielberg was born on December 18, 1946 in Cincinnati, Ohio. Steven grew up in a suburbia at the time where life was dull, but his household was far from dull. Steven was bullied in school because he was dyslexic, and it was hard for him to read. On Father's Day that year, his mom gave his father a movie camera. Steven loved that camera. He staged and filmed crashes with his Lionel trains and watched the films over and over. Steven's pivotal moment in film came when he decided to make a 9-minute Western to earn a merit badge in his Boy Scout troop. He cast his fellow Boy Scouts as cowboys, and when he screened it for his fellow Scouts, they went insane, cheering, shouting, and screaming. Steven said it was in that moment I knew I wanted to do this for the rest of my life. Steven is now a teenager, and he decided to write and direct his first independent film, titled Fighter Squad. It would later inspire his famous big screen movie, Close Encounters. It was a tour on the Universal Studios backlot that got him in his first taste of the silver screen. The curious teen caught the eye of a studio executive after he wrote and directed the film Amblin. The executive offered Steven Spielberg a 7-year directing contract, making him the youngest director to ever be signed to a major Hollywood studio. Steven's first couple of films were flops, but then he made the record-breaking film Jaws. Jaws was a box office hit. It broke records and changed Steven's life. He went on to create popular hits such as E.T. and Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which gave him his first Emmy nomination. In 1980, Steven Spielberg decided to team up with George Lucas, the brilliant director of Star Wars. They really wanted to make a movie together, and as a result came the epic film Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. His adventures were amazing, and it was a huge hit. Everybody loved it. Steven was not afraid to cover very serious events in his movies like the Holocaust and slavery. For example, in Schindler's List, he shows the Holocaust, and in The Color Purple, he depicted the controversial topic of slavery. Steven's most recent film was Ready Player One, a movie about a virtual world called the Oasis and the battle for control of it. Steven is a legend in film. He has revolutionized movies with his sci-fi stories and incredible special effects. He has inspired many filmmakers with his serious topics and sad stories that also have huge laughs. If you are a filmmaker, aspiring filmmaker like me, Steven Spielberg has probably had some influence on you as well. Film is very important to me. It has strengthened my relationships with my uncle and grandpa. It's a way to travel to a different world, like Pandora, or even travel back in time in movies like Back to the Future. Movies have made me closer with so many people in my life, and without movies, well, I just wouldn't be me.
Hi, I'm Hannah. Hi, I'm Francie. Hi, I'm Julia. We're here to tell you the history of the iVIE family and how they became so well known in our community. Did you know the iVIE family were the first to grow the poinsettia flower in the U.S.? Did you know that at the height of their business supplied 90% of the poinsettia market in the U.S.? Did you know the iVIE family were great inventors in breeding plants and in marketing? The iVIE family came from Germany and moved to a place called Eagle Rock in LA. And in Little Rock, they started an orchard and a dairy. They also grew flowers on the side. This is where their fascination with poinsettias began. It was a hardy flower that bloomed in November and December and had beautiful red blooms. The Eckies began selling them on a roadside stand on Sunset Boulevard in LA. In 1923, the Eckie family moved to Encinitas where they could further grow their flower business. How did they grow their flower business? They thought about all the ways they could cultivate and sell the flower. Originally, the poinsettia was a cut flower, so they cultivated the plant to be a potted plant. Then they bred the plant to be more durable and lasted longer. The Eckie poinsettias became the most desirable ones to buy because they were the bushiest and prettiest plant. Then they cultivated different varieties of poinsettias in different colors. They bred versions of cuttings that could be sent to other growers to cultivate and sell. Then they began growing poinsettias year-round in greenhouses. The Eckies were very smart about business because they thought of new ways to market the flower. Because the poinsettia bloomed in November and December, they started calling them the Christmas flower or winter rose. They gave plants to TV shows and hotels to decorate their sets and lobbies with around Christmas. They also sent them to women's magazines such as Sunset and Women's Day to be included in their Christmas photo shoots. By doing this, they began solidifying the connection to poinsettias with Christmas.
On the Eckie poinsettia business exploded, and the beautiful red flowers became synonymous with Christmas. And many thanks to the Eckie family for donating so much land so we could have our amazing school, Paul Eckie Central.
My name is Clifford.
Hi, my name is Julia.
And we are making a film about women in basketball.
We are making a film about basketball because we want to encourage women to play and coach basketball. Because it's fun and it's important to encourage girls to participate in competitive and recreational sports.
Our first interview is going to be with Caitlin, the LCC La Costa Canyon basketball coach.
What got you into playing basketball? My dad got me into playing basketball. He bought me a hoop when I was a little kid. So I was like playing outside of my house. And my friends got me into playing on the elementary and middle school teams. And then I just continued playing through high school. I started playing basketball in 5th grade. And I continued through my senior year in high school. I had a really inspirational and strong female coach, and I realized that there aren't that many female coaches out there. I had only had one female coach the whole time I was playing, so I wanted to be that like strong influence, female presence for like other girls that are growing up and looking for like a female role model. I think girls are more fun. Being a girl, it's easier to connect with girls, and I think that the girls need a strong presence instead of like the boys. The boys already have so many role models, and like it was time for us women to kind of like band together, against the boys. Yeah.
How do you think your players feel about having a female coach?
I think that they feel excited and happy, and I think they feel comfortable. It's different when you have a coach who is a female rather than a male. If you're a girl, they're easier to like relate to, and we can have fun, but we can also be serious. So I think they like it.
How does it feel to be the first female coach at LCC?
It feels awesome. I went to LCC, I played basketball at LCC, and all of my coaches were men. So being able to be the first female coach is just amazing. Yeah, very happy to be that.
Okay. Thank you.
Woo! So exciting. Okay.
Next, we are going to interview the former basketball coach at Pollocky Central, Chris.
Do you like being a basketball coach?
I love being a basketball coach. I thought it was a good way to bring a sport into a school that had no organized sports so that we could have more of a community outreach.
Next, we are going to interview Krista, the coach for me and Chloe's rec team. Where are you from?
I'm from St. Charles, Missouri. It's a town outside of St. Louis, Missouri.
What got you into playing basketball?
In middle school, which was 4th grade for me, I started playing basketball because I love sports and I wanted to be on a team. So that's the year I started playing.
How do you think the players feel about having a female coach?
I hope they love it. I hope they love having a woman as a role model who loves basketball and they can go play basketball too.
When did you start coaching?
This is my first season coaching. I coached in college. I coached a travel team and a AAU team, but I haven't coached since.
Do you like being a basketball coach?
Well, you girls are undefeated and have had an amazing season, so who could not love coaching you girls?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
¿Cómo combatimos el odio?
Menos odio. Más amor. Ante el odio puedes ser un amigo.
Ah. ¿Estás bien? Sí. ¿Puedo jugar conmigo y Jack en otro lugar? Sí. ¿Qué podemos hacer? Tag. Hola, ¿en qué grado estás? Primer grado. ¿Te ves como uno de preescolar o kinder? ¿Quieres jugar con nosotros? Pero no debemos reír de nuestros amigos. Ok, vamos a los columpios. Want to be friends? Tú no hablas bien inglés. You want to work with me? Yes. Vamos a jugar fútbol. Se picó por mi pelota. ¿Estás bien? Sabes que eso no es amable. Pero yo no voy a hacerlo otra vez. No sabes nada de fútbol americano. Eso no es amable. Necesitamos ayudar a los amigos. ¿Estabas hablando de la pelota de fútbol americano? Sí. Si nada funciona, habla con un adulto para ayudar a tus amigos. Ñam, 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 ñam. Tú eres gordo. No es amable. pero es gordo. Yo voy a hablar a un maestro.
El odio no crea amigos, necesitamos amor.
Presentado por primer grado de Valley Elementary.
In the 1800s, people from many parts of the world immigrated to the United States.
Opportunity awaited, and with hopes of a bright future, nearly 12 million immigrants arrived in the United States between 1870 and 1900.
Immigrants entered the United States through several ports: East Coast facilities, West Coast centers, and New York City.
America is amazing because we all have opportunities to be what we want in the mix of all the great cultures in this country.
엄마 아빠는 한국에서 공부하러 미국에 왔어요.
새해에는 한국을
나뇨 뒤 나뇨 이거라 알바간도와 마사 와스바나
나도 동동이니가.
Papus ke iproyegame African Apple Tin Alaga.
Maha Ajoba 1969 Pasuna Barat Natuna Amerikita Ale.
मेरे पिता कॉलेज जाने के लिए अमेरिका आए और हवाई जहाज से आए। दिवाली रोशनी का त्योहार है।
Watashi no edai na oji-san wa America. 我的祖先从中国来到美国，所以他们可以教育。我的家人和我庆祝中国新年。
Tihara Adero Mati Ujalo Ra Agyanta Mati Kainka.
My grandparents came to America to live with their friends and family.
Orang tua saya datang ke Amerika untuk mendapatkan.
America is so great because it brings all different races and ethnicities all together, and we all have different backgrounds, but America brings us all together.
Nos ancestros sont immigrés de la France en California battue. Je vous remercie. My ancestors came from England. Cheerio!
Sibili do Ameriki Polep Sezache.
We come from Norge for a fair and better living America.
Min stor besmor kom over fra Norge, der hun var en turnering av
Après la Deuxième Guerre mondiale, mon arrière-grand-mère est venue d'Amérique sur un bateau de Casablanca à Maroc.
In 1644, Zende Tigist overgrote Veda hier naar Amerika.
Wie schuldig overgroet Veda kwam naar Amerika door Egypte, want die Netherlands waren en bet.
Our tradition is having a coat of arms.
Men forven kamen Atenatiti des Deutschland na Ellis Island.
America is amazing because everyone is free and you can make your own choices.
Mina Fodre kanto America yai ship from Nodinge.
Benig mo shinifer mohor chuig mercier tun talma fi.
America is so great because it is filled with almost unlimited possibility.
It's really interesting that all of these people from different parts of the world can come together and become one.
We are all immigrants.
皆さんこんにちは。今日はクラスのみんなと折り紙でお花のボケを作ります。折り紙はとても伝統的な日本の遊びで四角い紙を折って綺麗なものを作る。一人5枚の折り紙をポンのストローを使ってお花を作ります。みんな用意はいいですか？ Now we're gonna fold it into a triangle. The next step is to fold both the right and left corners to the top corner. The next step is to align the inner line with the outer line. The next step is to open up this part you just folded and push it down a little. The next step is to fold the edges down. The
The next step is to fold these over in half, and you're going to do that on the other side too. After you're done with that, take a little bit of double-sided tape, or if you have glue, you can also use that, and put it on one side. Then you're going to fold it over, but don't press down on this. And you're going to make sure that the tape is sticking to make some sort of shape like this. After you're done making the first one, you have to make 4 more. When you're finished making all 5, you have to put tape on both sides of each. To get the straw in, you're going to have to flip the flower upside down and stick it in between all of them. So it's like that. 私たちは一人一人違う花を作りました。そしてこのお花を花瓶に入れて一つの綺麗なお花のボッケができました。これが私たちです。一人一人違います。でもみんな集めてすごいチームです。
Hey everyone, today I'll be showing you how to make 3 easy unicorn pieces. The first thing is a pineapple. What you'll need. You will need a mason jar, fake plants or succulents, whatever you choose, some yellow paint, a small piece of floral foam, a sponge brush, and lastly, a Sharpie. Let's get started. So now you're just going to go ahead and start painting your jar, and I preferred a couple of coats. And now you're just going to let that dry. Now that your jar is all dry, you're just going to go ahead and grab your Sharpie, and you're going to start drawing on your little V's. I don't know, I think they're like the spikes, but you can see what I'm doing here in the clip. So now that your jar is all ready, you're just going to plop in your foam, and you're going to put in your plant. And I prefer gluing your foam down so to make sure it's not going anywhere, but I didn't do that, but you can always do it. And here's a finished pineapple. The next thing we'll be making is a super cute and easy confetti clock. What you'll need. You'll need a round wooden clock face. Fun fact, I did the fancy edges myself. Some Mod Podge, some confetti glitter, also known as chunky glitter, some paint, I'm using the color pink, but you can choose whatever color you like, some clock hands and parts, a sponge brush, and lastly, a pencil. So now you're just going to go ahead and start painting your edge. Here's the finished edge. Now you know what I mean by fancy edge. So now you're just going to go ahead and trace your plastic piece, and that's basically a board of where not to put your Mod Podge. And now you're just going to sprinkle confetti. This is optional, but I'm painting the hands. Here's the finished clock. The final thing we'll be making is a super cute and easy bulletin board. What you'll need. You'll need a bulletin board, obviously some blue tape, a pair of scissors, a sponge brush, slightly bigger than the others, 4 colors of paint. I'm using Ocean Breeze, bright yellow, pink, and lastly, pink chiffon. So now you're just going to go ahead and start taping off your shapes. Time to paint! Now you're just going to carefully take off your tape.
Thanks for watching. Bye!
Have you ever wondered what is being kind?
Oh, I know. That was not an example of being kind.
So what is an example of being kind?
Well, let's go find out.
How to change the world
world through kindness.
Today we are making hygiene kits for homeless.
What you will need is a Ziploc bag, a big bag, toothbrushes, a washcloth, and toothpaste.
You also need deodorant, shampoo, and conditioner.
First, you will grab your Ziploc bag and put in 2 toothbrushes and a washcloth. Then, you will close up your Ziploc bag and put it into your bigger bag.
Then, by itself, put 1 tube of toothpaste, a deodorant, shampoo, and conditioner. Then, you will close it up. And that's how you make hygiene kits for homeless.
When you're done with your kit, you can find someone to give them to. Don't forget to tell them to have a nice day. Kindness rocks! First, find the rocks you would like to paint.
Then find the paint you would like to use.
Then paint your rocks with your own creativity.
Put them somewhere to be found.
Buddy bench.
In loving memory of Mr. Medina.
Buddy bench is where you sit if you need a friend. If you sit, someone will come and ask you to play. Then you pass it on.
Hey, do you want to be my friend? Yeah, let's go play. Okay, let's go. Hey, do you want to be my friend?
Yeah, let's go play in the suite. Do you want to come play with me?
Yeah, let's go play.
Okay.
Also, those are some ways to be kind. You don't have to do something big. Lots of small things add up. Now we challenge you to spread kindness. Bye! What should our movie be about?
I think it should be about endangered animals.
Yeah, good idea. We could go to the zoo and take pictures of the animals. We could interview the zookeepers.
I want to use a green screen. And then we could talk about endangered animals like pandas and rhinos. Some animals are endangered because of things that humans are doing.
If we don't help, they will go extinct.
Some animals that are endangered are pandas and rhinos.
Cut.
Just a reminder, make sure that you don't plagiarize.
That's when you use someone else's work like a photo without asking. It's illegal and it's totally not cool.
Bye! What picture are we using?
Let's see. This one. Can I see it?
Sure.
If you drag this over here, you can write stuff.
Are you guys ready to submit a movie?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Endangered animals. What category are you in? This one. Submitting. Yay!
I think we did a good job on our movie. I agree.
I hope we win an award.
Me too. Yep.
How to make the best paper airplane.
Hey guys! Today we are here to show you the science behind paper airplanes. We are going to see who can make a better paper airplane and why it's a better paper airplane. Why isn't this working, Isaac? Let's go see someone that has an explanation for our problem.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anna Daisy. I'm a scientist here at Lincoln. There is a great explanation for why your airplanes aren't working. Paper airplanes need 4 aerodynamic forces to keep on gliding, which are thrust, lift, drag, and weight. Thrust is the aerodynamic force that pulls the paper airplane forward. Lift, the aerodynamic force that holds up the paper airplane. The aerodynamic force named drag slows the paper airplane down. Weight brings the paper airplane back to the ground. Oh, so that's why our paper airplanes were not working.
Now that we know, we're going to challenge some of our friends to a paper airplane challenge.
This is the winner!
Hooray!
How to make the winning paper airplane.
Step 1. Grab a piece of paper.
Step 2. Fold the paper in half horizontally.
Step 3. Fold the top edges to the middle crease.
Step 4. Fold the paper in half vertically.
Step 5. Fold the tip to the top of your paper.
Step 6. Fold the top edges down to the middle.
Step 7. Fold both flaps into the pocket that is under them.
Step 8. Fold it in half.
Step 9. Fold the wings down.
Step 10. Fold some wingtips.
Your airplane is done. Now go test it to see how well it flies.
If you like learning about paper airplanes,
You can challenge your friends to a paper airplane contest.
bye!
Hello, my name is Dreamer. My name is Lauren. Today we're going to show you how to draw.
First you're going to need a pencil, a skinny pencil, a thick pencil, a piece of paper, possibly more pieces of paper.
Like that. This is upside down, but there. Two ovals. Put a space here. So there's also this to where you put lines across. So like right now, just go back and forth on the hair unless you just do whatever hairstyle you want. Make the arms at a medium level. See how I did? I'm just keeping them out. So you want to draw 1 or 2 or 3. See, those are 2 different ways. I like both ways. You can choose one. Well, because otherwise it would look upside down.
Turtle looks like this, and needs to be green.
You're completely done with what you needed to. So you only have about like 10 minutes to charge. So really.
Nice mine turtle. It has a red button and it is green, like a.
Did you like our drawing video? Well, if you did or did not, sorry and thank you.
Welcome to Discovering the Leader in Me series at the Leadership Academy.
This month we are focusing on habit number 7.
What is habit 7?
Habit number 7 is sharpen the saw.
Sharpen the saw is finding the balance between the body, the heart, the brain, and the soul.
Here's an example of the body.
some? No thanks. I'm eating healthy. It's good for my body.
Here are things to do for the heart.
Being with family and friends can definitely help the heart. And don't forget about the brain. Last but not least, the soul. You have to do certain things for your soul to balance out your body.
Here at the Leadership Academy, we learn, lead, and create. Join us next time for habit number 1, be proactive. Bye.
And don't forget about
Mr. Santana.
It's already rolling.
You have to
Join us next time for habit 1.
Hello? Hey Noah, it's Ronan. I was wondering if you want to go to the skate park tomorrow.
No thanks, I only do parkour. Parkour is my life.
Come on, try something new.
Fine, I'll come.
Okay, see you there. You should start off with just riding around to get used to your board. Okay, I'll try that. Hey, this is actually kind of fun. I know, isn't trying new things fun? Yeah, can you teach me some more? Yeah, no problem. To go down steep hills, bend your knees and lean forward like this. Hey, let's go practice kick turns and pumps on that ramp over there. Okay. I'm going to teach you how to pump and kick turn. Just watch me. Pump.
Kick turn.
Don't worry, the more you practice, the better you'll get. Nice, you got it. Thanks for teaching me. Now I'll always try new things.
Hello, my name is Rose Wendell, and welcome back from News to the Natural. And today we will be watching 2 clips of what to do and what not to do when it comes to trash and recycling. First, we will be looking at what not to do.
This should probably go in recycling, but I really don't care, so I'm just gonna put it in trash. Doesn't matter.
Absolutely wrong! You put it in the recycling, not the trash. Let's replay that to see what they did wrong.
I really don't care, so I'm just gonna put it in trash. Doesn't matter.
No, it goes in the recycling. Now here's a clip of what you should do when it comes to recycling and trash.
Time to throw my trash away. I'm just trying to help the environment, so I'm going to put my recycling in the recycle. So, there's my recycling.
You might not think that your choices will impact the environment, but that's where you're wrong. All of your choices might save the environment or could impact the environment and kill it.
So pick the right path, which is sticking with recycling.
Hello, Juniper Jaguars. Welcome to a special edition of Pause for the News. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Elena. Today, our topic is near and dear to our hearts. It's all about giving a report. Every Monday, we come into your class and present to you all the important happenings in our little world of Juniper. We also know that every single one of you out there at some point is going to have to give a report or a presentation about something just like we do every single week. We know that when presenting information, the hard part isn't always the research of the topic or necessarily the writing, it's the actual presentation. Why is it so hard? Because you have to get up in front of everyone and try to catch their attention. So today we look back at different pause clips and we want you to pay special attention to how we presented the information. We know that we have to be creative, upbeat, and loud. Otherwise we lose our audience. So take a look and maybe take some notes. 111 absences. 111. Summer's over. Get to school. Now, if you're sick, we understand. But that's a lot of absences for the first whole week of school. Welcome once again to the Tweet Zone, the place where we answer our viewer comments and questions. Our first tweet comes from Nick W., who writes, I'm not the greatest athlete, and when we happy in the mornings, I'm a bit embarrassed to do stuff. #athleast. Well, Nate, it turns out that Mr. Homer just wants everyone to participate, do their best, learn good sportsmanship, and get to a fitness level that will keep you healthy for a long and happy life.
Alejandro? That's an easy one. A. Be responsible and do your recording and get back to class.
Correct! Alejandro, you are our new responsible champion. Thanks for playing Jaguars. We'll see you next time when we play Be Responsible.
Can you help us with some predictions? Of course. Let me look into my crystal ball.
Thanks, Juniper. I see great things happening in 2019.
Here are the top 10 best things that have happened at Juniper for this part of the 2018 school year. Number 10, a new Pause for the News crew. I know, but we had to be on the list. We do come into your classroom every week. Number 9, ASB elected officers. We had a really competitive election and fabulous speeches. So Jaguars, now you have another reason to stay tuned in when you watch Pause for the News. Feel free to use any of our ideas for your next report or presentation. Remember, reporting information can be as creative as you want it to be. Also remember to be safe, be respectful, and be responsible. Have a great week.
Lunch Football League at the Leadership Academy. I am Anieli.
Hi, I am Ryzen. Let's check out some great plays from this season. Take it away, Aaliyah.
Admire this shot from QB Jacob, connecting with receiver Tyler for a 20-yard gain. This time, Tyler at quarterback throws a deep ball to Jacob R. for 30 yards and first down. Check how patient Dan the man is waiting for an open receiver and finds Kyle for a short completion. Great job, Aaliyah. Hi, I am Jaylene. This play shows Vincent being unlucky because he finds the wrong player. Robert makes a great interception. This play's beauty. Quarterback Preston launches a line drive to Robert for a touchdown.
Thank you, Jaylene. This is Anyeli. This time, Adrian at QB bullets in the pigskin, but once again, defender Robert gets in the way for another steal. Preston at QB strikes the football to his teammate Emily for a reception and first down.
Game between Dragon and Longhorns. Quarterback Andrew throws the bomb. There are two receivers wide open, but Tyler steps in to make the catch and takes it in for 6 points. Patient Dan the man at quarterback makes a fatal error, lobes the pigskin to a mob, but defender Andrew is shocked to make an interception and races the ball back for a touchdown.
This has been a great sports week here at the Leadership Academy Sports TV.
Join us next week for the best plays of the week.
I am Anieli.
And I am Ryzen.
Thank you for watching.
Hi, my name is Tyler, and today I'm going to tell you how to distinct different kinds of bees and which ones are dangerous and which ones are not. This is a bumblebee. Bumblebees are helpful to our environment because they pollinate crops and plants. They are very sociable bees because they live in big families. These bees are 1 inch in size and black with yellow stripes. Bumblebees can sting more than once because they have smooth stingers. This is a honeybee. Honeybees are found all over the world. The honeybees are also sociable, but unlike bumblebees, they live many years and can only sting once. They live longer because they eat their own honey. These bees are 1/2 an inch in size and golden yellow with brown bands. This is a killer bee. Killer bees look a lot like honeybees, but they are more dangerous. They are known to chase people for over 1/4 of a mile. Don't jump in the water, for the bees will wait until you come up for air. Thanks for watching. I hope this information is helpful for you.
If your school has 900 students, that's 1/2 ton of wasted food per week.
How do we as students solve this $1.2 billion problem?
First, take only what you can eat.
Second, if you take too much, put your extra food into a share basket.
Or save what you don't eat for later.
Third, compost leftover food in the school garden.
And lastly, work on a plan to donate leftover food.
Let's be the generation to solve this problem.
Carmela!
If your mom never called you by your full name, you have no childhood. If you never had avoided a crack on the floor, you never had a childhood.
Hey, what are you doing? If you don't put that down, you'll never enjoy your childhood. Okay.
What's wrong, Cassandra? Oh, I'm so sorry. Who's doing this to you? Let's go tell our teacher.
So do you understand now?
Yes, I'm sorry, Miss Fanny.
Okay. Sandra?
I'm sorry, I've been going through a lot. I'm sorry for hurting you.
I forgive you.
Help stop and deal with cyberbullying.
You've got to be kidding. How dare you drive that car home? You live across the street. Cars produce so much pollution in the air. Oops. Next time, just walk. It'll reduce your carbon footprint. Zapata para abut. What? Where'd it go? What did you do?
Health been a rules, eh? Maybe.
Probably.
When energy is used, more energy needs to be produced, and that causes more pollution.
No.
Just turn it off.
Really? You don't recycle? What does recycling have to do with air pollution? When you recycle, you use less energy than making new ones in factories. Ridiculous. Never recycle.
Remember, small changes can make a magical difference.
Upcycling is a creative reuse of a product.
We are gonna make desk organizers.
I think it's going to be super
Out
cool.
of cereal boxes.
Take unwanted products and turn them into new materials that are useful and often more beautiful than before.
What are you making, Maddie? I'm turning this old t-shirt into a bag.
This whole idea of repurposing old materials helps us keep things out of the landfill and reduce both air and water pollution.
We're gonna make a dog stuffed animal out of old tights, stuffing, glue gun, googly eyes, and thighs.
Cool.
It's refashioning something that would have been thrown away.
You need to open the door, so cut the door open.
Have a positive impact on the environment. Make it a way of life in your house. This effort can really make a dent in the global garbage patches we are building worldwide. Choose to reuse. Upcycle, people.